Hi, hello, 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 hello. So, how's your Wednesday morning? My Wednesday morning began quite early. I am grateful that we have some bit of sunshine, and I hope that your Wednesday is coming along just fine. Our theme for Wednesday is winning, and these winning Wednesdays could be the topics could be as random as they can get. And especially based on the feedback that I get from some of you. I was lucky yesterday, I bumped into a gentleman in town, and I was a bit encouraged by our conversation. And well, that is just me digressing a bit. Anyway, the beauty of putting yourself out here is that you may never really know who's actually watching and who's actually encouraged by what you're doing and hopefully trying to achieve through that. So the feedback was well received, and I totally really thank God for that. So today I would want to digress just a tiny little bit. Are you aware that September is the Suicide Awareness Month? Are you aware of that? Many of us as business owners walk extremely lonely journeys. And so that's my topic today on my Take 5 is dealing with loneliness as a business owner. So you already have gotten yourself unstuck, you've begun your business and you're thinking, ni mimi na kuomoka and all that. But there are things that you may not be prepared for as a business owner. And one of them is loneliness. So loneliness can affect a business owner. I don't know whether you've seen people work Monday to Monday and you're wondering, so when do they even rest? Like serious businessmen, when do they even take some time off to mingle and just catch up with family and friends? If I remember correctly, in the words of Wangari Maathai, may her beautiful soul continue resting in eternal peace, is that she said it can be very lonely at the top. So how can you be affected by something as simple as it sounds, like loneliness? And one would wonder, the only reason one would be lonely is because maybe they don't have a relationship and they're not making merry out there. But the journey of a serious entrepreneur really means that most of the time they're either researching, they are planning, they are bogged down with financial challenges from time to time, whether you're a mid-sized company, you're a startup, or an established brand. So this is something that very many entrepreneurs actually encounter along the path of building their dreams. You can imagine her late the late Wangari Maathai. I wanted to call her Her Highness. I really truly believe she should have been Her Highness. I totally admire that woman. So Wangari Maathai is saying that it is very lonely at the top. Wangari Maathai was on a mission. She saw that we needed the forests. And so she began doing something. I would imagine her former husband, her children, her relatives and friends were thinking, who are you to even dare a sitting president? Can you imagine such guts as a person? But she was on a mission. She had a message. And I believe we enjoy some of the things we enjoy today because she had the guts to step out and say, we need to conserve our forests. And she really did fight a very good cause for us. So can you imagine how it was for Wangari Maathai, alone out there thinking, I must win this battle? So I thought that many of us are faced with that. Actually, not even thought. It is very true. Very many business men and women are faced with something that is common for anybody walking a path or a journey, and that is loneliness. So loneliness can actually affect you in three main ways. It can affect, one, your mental health. Two, it can affect your productivity, and it can also affect your creativity as a business owner. And so for you to be able to now address that is where I would say, if you are an established business, or you're a mid-sized company, or you're actually even a startup, the way I think one would be able to counter that or address that is, one, by tip number one, for volunteer to share your leadership experience. Volunteer to share your experience. And especially for these people who have really gone ahead of us and accomplished big time in terms of like business, you can actually begin to say, I want to bring people up, I want to mentor upcoming businesses. And so you share your experience, and by doing that, you're also now able to even expand your networks, and this helps you cope with the loneliness that many of us, or many businessmen and women, face. For you who is a startup, tip number two, for you who is a startup, is my advice would be join a high value professional network or associations, business associations in your place of residence. Like if you live in Mombasa, see what other businessmen and women are doing. See if you can join those associations, and there you're able to mingle with people, and the journey becomes a bit light. The other thing which I think we all should do from time to time is just simply set aside time to meet up with people. You could decide today, badala ya kwenda home after work, I'm going to have a drink, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Go in a place where you're likely to mingle with people, and this way you will be helping yourself be able to avoid the three main things that I said can actually affect you as a business person. And again, that is my 3 tips on how you address loneliness. One is, I said, volunteer your leadership experience. Share this experience that you've acquired over the years with people who are actually beginning businesses. 2 is join either high value professional networks or business networks within the town that you actually live in, and be able to grow with other people, like-minded people who are actually on the same path like you are. The other one is just simply decide, I am setting aside time to be able to mingle with people and relate with people, and just see what is out there. Call it like, meet the people kind of a thing. Just decide, I'm taking a day off, I'm taking an hour after work to just be able to hang out with friends and time. And if you're not really intentional about that as a business person, that time may truly never ever come. So that is my take 5 on dealing with loneliness for business owners. I hope you have picked up something, and yeah, as we continue walking this path, we can only be our best when we are able to deal with these challenges that affect businessmen and women every day. So bye. That is my take 5 today on dealing with loneliness. I wish you the very best as you wind up or prepare to get into the afternoon. And yeah, bye. Kindly follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, and keep watching Mamlaka Television. Again, we have these shows coming to you every Tuesday and Wednesday. A few changes happening, but things will flow in the manner that I desire them to flow into. Bye-bye. Enjoy your Wednesday.